Hey everybody, Ryan here from Android Coliseum. Thanks for joining in today. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and hearing my opinions, and I love hearing your thoughts on this stuff too. I'm going to talk today about the Galaxy Watch Active 2. So if those of you who are a little bit of a sports person and you want something that's a little more than just a fitness tracker, the Galaxy Wear Active is sort of the things potentially for you. Samsung has developed its own operating system, so it's not using Android Wear. Remember, it's using Tizen. Yeah, so it's a different kind of operating system that you might be used to if you've been up to using Android Wear. And that's where a lot of my headaches come with this, is that I'm just so not used to it. It's different. If you go to a FitBit or you go to one, like the My Band I had, it's so simple that you understand that it's so. But this is kind of that hybrid in between, and it's not one of my ones. Anyways, so first off, the Galaxy Watch Active 2, I'm used to something bigger. Love this Casio. I just love that. It's big. Like, that fits in just in the display of that. That's so small. But you need a fitness activity thing. That's all you need, is something small. Weird thing to get over was how it ties onto your hand, is that it goes there, but instead of something to wrap it around, I guess, instead of getting caught, it tucks under there. That was weird. So it works like this. Let me just, if I can do it here on camera for you guys. So I just need to use that. Put it there, and it goes in. Cool. One of the things I have noticed is that no matter where I put it on my wrist, it always feels tight. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad, but I always find myself having to, loosen up a little bit, put it back in, and then a couple minutes later, I'm finding I'm doing the same thing. So, otherwise it's comfortable. It's very stretchy, very rubbery, so it doesn't, feel like it's constricting anyways. It does have the heart rate sensor on it, so you can get your heart rate monitored throughout, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so the biggest thing I get used to is I just don't know if I was getting the right notifications. It wasn't vibrating properly or whatever. There's a lot of settings you have to go through that you assume are set up done right when you first get it, but it's not. So you have to play around with it. And I'll cover that in the website. You guys can see this. So usually I'm used to going swiping up, swiping up, swiping up. No. But remember the Galaxy Wears, they always had that dial on it. So this is kind of the same way. You go that way to see your other apps and stuff, your other notifications. Otherwise, there's your main home screen. Notifications are on this side, so you go around and you're like, oh, there's an email. That's pretty cool. What would it say? And I want to tap it to sort of see, maybe, because on Android Wear, we would swipe up to sort of see the rest. You just barely tap it and it would delete. Maybe they've... But I found it was too easy. It was like, oh, it's gone. Oh, crap. Crap. You got to tap it and it expands and you can see what you want. Other ways, you go this way, you have your different widgets, this is recent apps. You'll have some weather, you have a calendar, you have your heart rate, more health stuff, health tracking, and then you can add other widgets if you want. You have a back button here and a home button. So I could just go back a screen, and you're back to the home. Or if I could, let's say, tap one of this, I could just hit this, it goes straight back to home. You also hit this then to bring up your apps. And I had to put it in this, similar to WearOS, listing up and down like a thing, because I couldn't get around the cycling they would do for it. So you go through and you find your apps that you want to go and listen to. So yeah, it works. I mean, I do like Samsung Fit, they're active because they match the number of floors you go up. And I'm walking 7 floors up 3 or 4 times a day. So that was kind of cool that it matches, measure that stuff for me. But I just found overall that it was awkward to use with the stuff I'm used to on a smartwatch. As a FitBit kind of thing, it was good, but it really fell down. Especially a lot of these features, like the notifications. If you go into the app for it, bring it up here, and let's go into the Wear. We got 28% battery remaining. It's got 9 hours left to go. So this is easily a 2-day battery for anybody, and you can wear it overnight. But I would find I'd have to go into the notifications, and all these other apps were just turned off. Nothing was turned on except for the Samsung apps, the Samsung messaging, the Samsung calendar. So if you use Gmail, you had to turn it on manually. If you use Facebook, you had to turn that on manually. Nothing was coming through. And you just had to keep going through and figuring those things out that you would assume it would turn on. It didn't. I had to spend a good amount of time trying to find a good watch face. Maybe I'm just too particular. So you end up being pretty locked into the Samsung ecosystem in that sense. One thing I do have to say was kind of nice is that you could, let's see, where is that? What would it be? You do have sound on here, so you can play music on here. You can basically send music from the phone to the watch. You need the MP3, so you can't have Google Play Music or something like that. But you can also have a gallery in here, so you can send pictures. Now, I was kind of hoping it would use pictures that were already on here to automatically see there. You would see this share it, but you'd have to tell it to do that. So again, things you'd have to tell it to do. There you go. That's pretty cool. I like that. And then you tie it in with the sound, and actually it'll make a sound notification, which I had to turn very low because I didn't want it going off all the time. But you can play music. It was kind of cool. There's the little speakers right there. So it's a neat little watch. It's just there's a bit of a steep learning curve that in order to get used to it that I wasn't quite used to. A proprietary plug again, or charger again, which is okay. We're used to proprietary for this stuff. But I was just kind of sad because I thought this was QI, that you could just put on any other QI charger, and it just doesn't work. You need to have this guy here in order for it to work. And it's got a little magnet holder for it to hold it in place. It won't hold it that strongly in place, but it'll keep it on the nightstand, no problem. Anyways, I'm going to have a full write-up on the website. If you have any questions about the Active 2, just give me a holler. Right. Thanks so much.